Hello, citizens of the internet, and welcome to the Dad's Guide to Minecraft, CaveCraft SMP. Well, today we are going to go back to Chrono City. We are done here at the Bertolium. I'm not going to torture another parrot, so we're going to leave that for now. And we're going to work on our factory today. Yes. So if building a factory sounds like a plan, then let's get started. Now we're going to start with putting the flooring down, just so we have a good platform to build on, and I'm using slabs for most of that, just so because it's a huge area, and slabs go twice as far as regular blocks, so we're going to use those where we can. And for that, we're going to use the deep slate variants down here, the brick slabs, the tiled slabs, and then the cracked variants are both of those, which you can't make into slabs, so those are just blocks. And then for the main building itself, we're going to use a combination of bricks, polished granite, polished deep slate stairs, polished deep slate walls, and polished deep slate slabs. That's going to be part of the roof. And then for, we're going to have glass. It's the black stained glass, kind of like our building over there in Cogswallow. We want to have it kind of a, just kind of a very industrial looking black Victorian kind of glass roof, so we're going to use those, and these for the windows, and then we'll use these as accents as well. We'll have some pipes, we'll have some of the lightning rods up on top, and then we'll have chimneys and cogs, and then we'll use the polished diorite for some of the accents as well. And then we're going to have two really large holding tanks for the fuel that's powering the factory, which will be made out of copper. I have more inside if we need it, and then one's going to be holding water, one's going to be holding lava, so it looks like it's pumping those into the factory as we build things. So let's go ahead and we'll start on the floor down here first. I will do that off screen, and then I'll show you how to build one of the three segments that will make up the main area of the warehouse where we're going to be building our mechs right here, and then I will cut back, and we will also then work on the place where we're going to have our chimneys, and then lastly we'll go ahead and put our fuel tanks back here. And I'll go ahead and put on the screen right now all the materials that you'll need for this build if you want to build it yourself. I'm not going to go and list everything. I didn't really do an exact count. I just grabbed what I thought I needed. I may have to grab some more than this right here. I don't know yet. But the exact counts for this exact building will be up on the screen. Thank you, editor Dad's Guide, for that in the future. But until then, let me go ahead and put the floor down, and then I'll cut back once that's done. Okay, now that we have that done, all filled in, it looks pretty nice. It's just a totally random pattern. And the idea is that, it just looks like it's been worn down and patched up over time. Now, for each one of these segments, they are essentially 11 wide. That's from the polished deep slate right here, all the way to this polished deep slate right here. And then it goes in by 2. So it goes 11, and then the polished granite is then 9 wide right there. And then the brick is 7 wide right here. And when we come up, we're going to come up also in different heights. So these are going to come up 9, the polished blackstone 9. These will come up 8, and the brick will come up 7. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll do a little bit at a time. We'll do 3 up at a time. That way, when we drop back down, we can then go back up and hit all these things. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 like that. And then we can just do around like this. 1, 2, 3, and then here, this is only going to be 1 high like that. So, you know what? I think it might be easier to just go down to like this, and we'll just come across 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one's coming up 3. So 1, 2, 3, and we need to get rid of that. And here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And when we get to here, we need to come up a total of 5 for the window. So the windows are all 5 by 5. So let's do 1, 2, and then 3. And then the 4th one right here is where we're going to come across with the brick. So let's come across here like So, and can we reach that? Not yet. So let's go ahead and bring these up as well. So 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 right there. And we can drop down and do these as well. Okay. Now we can actually bring them up a little bit more. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. And this one right here is going to be 1, 2. And we'll bring this across as well. All the way. And we're almost done with how this is going to look up here like this. Okay, so that is what the window section will look like. And we can go ahead and fill this in with the black stained glass panes as well, just so we have that done. All right, there we go. And now let's go ahead and grab some other accent blocks here that we'll use. So we're gonna grab the stairs, the slabs, and the diorite. And then around each one of these polished deep slate pillars, we're gonna put stairs facing every direction, including in like that, okay? And we'll do the same thing here. Just be 3 around here like this. Like that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and use our scaffolding now, and we'll just jump up here, get towards the top, and work on some of the details. So around each one of these polished deep slate pillars, we're gonna put upside down polished deep slate stairs like this. Do the same thing around on this side right here, like that. And then like right here on top, we're going to use the polished deep slate slabs like this, and we're going to do them on the top. So it's going to give a little bit of a just dark accent to the bottom of where the diorite's going to go. So we're going to put polished diorite down next, on top all the way across. One more polished deep slate up like that. And then we'll do another polished deep slate down on the front like that. And then on every other one, starting here in the corner, we're going to put polished deep slate walls down like that. Skip one, put one down. We should have one right here on top of where we came up, right there in the middle. One right here. Just step off the side a little bit because it's a little bit higher. There we go. And then on top of all these, we're going to go ahead and do another layer of the polished deep slate slabs across the top like this. There we go. Okay. We can come down and see how this looks. I should have came out one more. Oh. Okay. Don't worry. I have boots on. Feather falling boots. So yeah, that's what that's going to look like. And then we'll hang a lantern right here on the bottom as well in the middle. But yeah, so basically we're going to do that. We're going to repeat that 3 times on this side. So let me go ahead and do that right now. And then I'll cut back and we're going to work on the other side over here. And here it is. This is the side of the factory kind of manufacturing floor done. We're going to add some details a little bit later once we get the main structure done. But the other side we're going to work on next, just opposite this, is exactly the same, except where there's windows, we're going to fill that in with solid bricks. And then on the outside, we're going to put cog wheels down on the outside. So, yep, that is looking correct. Let's go ahead and add these stairs down here. That's okay. We'll do this on the other side too. There we go. All right, so now we want to add the cog here. So for that, let's go ahead and swap out some more materials. Okay, so right dead center in the middle here. So just count over 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the center. This is where we're going to put the polished stone like this. And then off of each one of these, we're going to go ahead and put a grindstone facing every direction. You might need to use your temporary blocks, or, you know, if you have bamboo, you can put that down there. And we want them all to be facing the same direction. So it looks like it's a single spoke that comes out just like that. Then off of each one of these grindstones, we're going to want to put a solid andesite block. Like that. And then I'll add one there in a second. Okay, then what we can do, since we have bricks that we can put this against, we're going to put a stair like this. And then a stair like this. So it's just normally facing, so it looks like, you know, cogwheel tines there. And then on the inside of each one of these, we can put a stair normal on the back. Okay. And then we're going to put a stair like this. And then one like that. Okay. So you can kind of see the cogwheel coming into place. So let's go ahead and use our temporary blocks or our scaffolding to get back up here again. And we'll put a solid block right there. And we can go ahead and do this a little bit different this time. We can go ahead and put, let's go ahead, actually let's skip this one right out like that. This will be easier. We'll do the upside down stair facing that way. We'll do an upside down stair facing that way. And then we can crouch and click and come out here and put an upside down stair like that. And then we just need to put the andesite block on top of the grindstone like so. I'll have to maybe come out here. There we go. Go up that way. That way a couple. All right. Now we can put, we want a stair facing this direction right here. Then one facing this way like that. There we go. Break that and come on down. Take a look at it. And there we have our cogwheel. So it's the chiseled stone in the center like that. And then around the outside, you have the grindstones. And then you have a bunch of upside down stairs and regular stairs in this formation around just like that. So it makes a nice cogwheel. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same pattern 2 more times, just like I did on the other side. And then we'll cut back and do the roof. And there we go. That is the back side with the 3 different cogwheels on here. They really just add a little bit of detail to this space, and I think make it look a lot better than just having blank walls there. And also you don't want the glass on this side because the mechs on the inside are going to be against this wall, and it's better to have you know, just something back here to make it look finished. But let's go ahead and start working on the roof. So we'll need to grab some materials for that. Now having a scaffolding platform like this will make this a lot easier for us as we're doing the work. If you don't have access to scaffolding, using dirt to make just some ad hoc scaffolding will really help this step. But we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to just do one section here all the way across, and then I'll repeat that 3 more times. But the way this is going to work, I'll start on this one, is where we have these polished deep slate pillars come up, we're going to extend them up 1 more. So back up a little bit there. And then every space in between, we're going to fill with stairs, the polished deep slate stairs. So it looks like it's just kind of like one area just pops up. So I'll go ahead and do actually this section right here. So we'll fill this in, just going across this. There we go. And we're going to do a little like step up thing here. So we're going to put an upside down stair behind the polished deep slate block like that. And then another polished deep slate block on top. And then behind this, we're going to do another stair that's upside down like this. Then we're going to turn around and we'll do a stair going up this direction and then an upside down stair right like that. And then on the back part of this, on the very top, we're going to do a slab. Okay, and once that slab's done, come on top of this block right here, right after the stair. And we're going to put that slab down like that. And then we're going to do 3 of the blocks in a row here of the polished deep slate. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And we're going to come out the back of this with yet another slab just like that. And then we'll come up and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll leave this open for now. It's actually 5 across, but just to make it easier for us to come from the other side and join that up, we'll keep it like that. Then coming back to about right here, this is going to be a solid block right here. And then we do a slab on top of the next one. And then we do a stair after that. And then a stair, like that. And we're going to put a wall right here. So we'll put the walls up in a second, but let's go ahead and repeat this on the other side. Now in the middle here, we're going to do 2 walls. So let's switch to the walls really quick. And they're going to come up here like this. 1, 2. And coming down from here, we're going to find this solid block right here, put a wall down like that. And then right here, the first block up, we're going to put 2 of the wall segments like that. Now we can crown all of these with our lightning rods, but we need them upside down. So this is where it becomes having a temporary block that you can put down would be a good idea. So we're going to do 2 temporary blocks like this. And then we grab it back here, and then underneath, grab our lightning rod. We put our lightning rod facing the top like that, so it's pointing up. We'll grab this one again like that. Okay, and we're going to do this with each one of these. So you can actually use the walls if you want. So you can do 2 walls up like that. Get rid of that in the middle, and then do a lightning rod facing up like that. And then hit this. There we go. And if you want to wait until you get the glass on next, that might be helpful because it is a little treacherous up here. Just doing this, so we can just come up here, knock that out. Take the middle one out there, and then put that up like that. Okay, and there we go. That's the arch that we're going for. And we'll do the same thing here. It's going to be a little bit different underneath because we're going to be attaching some walls going down and some windows. So this one will be exactly the same as this one, and this one will be pretty much the same as well. I'll cover some of those differences after they're built, but I'm going to go ahead and work on that right now. Then once we have the arches done, we're going to fill in the gaps with the black stained glass. So let me go ahead and add these arches in, and then we'll come back with the black stained glass. Okay, now that we have our little support structures up like this, let's go ahead and fill in the gaps with the black stained glass. And the way this is we're going to step it up every 2. So we're going to come over 2 like this, all the way back that way, and then we'll do 2 more like this, all the way back that way, and then 2 more. So like 3 layers of 2, and then we're going to go 5 across the top like this, all the way over to this edge, just like there. And then step this down 2, 2, 2, and then we'll fill in the rest of this all the way, and then I'll cut back. And there we go. The whole top is filled with glass. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this lower wall right here straight across all the way like this. And this is just to give the structure a little bit more support, so it looks like it's being held up and it's not just glass floating in the air. And we're going to do this in a couple other spots, one on either side of the center wall here. So right here, where we have this wall segment with the lightning rod above it, we're going to put walls down just like this, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to help it look like it's supported. Just, you know, give it a little bit better design too. I think otherwise it just looks a little bit too awkward with the glass floating up here like this. There we go. That just gives it a little bit of weight that I think just really helps the structure overall. Now let's go ahead and do the front of this building by bringing up these walls even with this pillar right here, and then we're going to run it a similar design as we did to the sides with having it come out several steps with the first the brick, and then the polished granite, and then the polished deep slates, and then we'll run the diorite across the top as well with the slabs on either side of it to give it a little bit of a nice depth to it. And here's the front. And like I said, all it is really just having the same kind of look that we had on the sides, with the bricks a little bit more inset than the polished granite and the polished deep slate. The furthest out, then we have a simple, just kind of like a roof going up with slabs. The same design that we had around the sides. But right here, what I did is I changed it up where there was no like stairs or slabs underneath. These are all just solid blocks, and the polished walls go flat when you put them with the panes like that, so it makes it look like the whole thing's inset. I think it looks kind of neat. It matches kind of what we did over here with the Mason's Hall, slightly just the same kind of style. Now, what I'm going to do before I do the back there is we're going to build the next section, which is a giant brick square essentially. So coming to the back corner here, what we're going to do is where we left off at this angle. So this is the back wall, and we have our polished granite right here. Instead of going in one more and then back out again with another wall segment, we're just going to come over for this direction towards the back of the build. And then we're going to come over another 3 this direction like this. And we're going to leave the corner open for now. We are going to put something there eventually, but we'll leave that open. Now, the sides of this building are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, like this. And then each one of these segments is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to skip this right here and continue over just like this. And like I said, we will fill this in eventually, just not yet. Now we can just come over and to this side right here, and we're going to do another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come over to just like this until we're even with that granite right there. We're going to leave this like this for now. Now we're going to come up a total of 10 more. So we're 11 up from the ground where we started. And I think what would be smart is to actually grab, oh, I do have it right here. I do have our nice scaffolding, because we will need this to get back down. So we'll just count up this way. So this will be 11 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's how high we're going to go up. And because I'm going to skip this one anyhow, it doesn't matter if this is here. And I'm going to just go around, I think starting right, yeah, we'll start right here, and we'll go all the way around and just keep on working our way up until we hit 11 all the way around. So actually on this 11th level, it was 10 coming up. This is all going to be polished granite. We're going to go around like this. And this is basically just to give it a little bit of a nice accent up top. And we're going to do also some trim work with the deep slate as well. So we can do that. And actually, at this point, we can go ahead and bring this straight over as well. So we could just go ahead and connect this all the way over because this is going to be a big square top to our build. We'll do that and that right there. And then each one of these corners will have a solid, the deep slate, polished deep slate in the corners like this. Because on the bottom, in between these two polished deep slates, we're going to have walls come up the sides. And then we're going to have walls come up the center here. So we'll, oops, need to move that right there. You know what? Let's leave that still for us to get up and down, because we'll need a way to get down from here. But we're going to fill in this whole top all the way around with just our brick blocks. So we'll fill in this entire roof area here. Actually, while we're down here, we can go ahead and put some of these decorations on the outside as well. So I think what would actually be beneficial is we use our scaffolding again, or your scaffolding blocks if you have them. Go up here. I think actually, let's see, can we reach this with the wall? I hope so. Yeah, we can. Okay, awesome. We'll just continue to go up this, the outside of the scaffolding, put it down like that. And then around the outside, we're going to do some decorations. So right at the bottom of this block, on the block with the wall, we're going to come over with wall segments just like this. We're going to skip the middle one here and then come over just like that. Okay. And we'll do this on the other side too once we get the wall segment in here. Let's see if we can do it real quick. There we go. And then right here in the middle between where this opening is, we're going to go ahead and put a wall right like that so it doesn't touch on either side. We're going to put one of our polished blocks on top like that. And then we're going to do 2 upside down stairs, one on either side, right there, one right here. We're going to switch back to our walls. We're going to put one on each of these corners. We can put one here too. Let's see, can we actually bring this around? One right there. There, perfect. Put it right here. That. All right. Because we're going to put another rim of the slabs above this as well. So we'll put that there. We'll do the same thing. We'll come around the front and we'll put right against there like that. Perfect. Come off here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put another decoration in the middle of this segment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we come over for 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, we're going to come off this with our solid block like that. And then we're going to do 2 upside down stairs on either side. That and like that. And let's see if we can work the slabs around here as well, like there. And one more like that. And then we want to have a wall segment come down just like we did before. I don't think we'll be able to reach it from this side unless we come out with a temporary block down here, which we might have to do. We can use one of the bricks. That. Okay, and we'll do our wall segment just against there. Yep, perfect. Okay. We do this right there. See if we can grab these and not have them fall. Nice. So rarely does that work for me. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just to show you what this looks like, we're going to put these on top all the way around, skipping the corners so it looks rounded. Just like this. We're going to leave this one open like that still. Okay. And we can go down and take a look at it and see what it looks like. There you go. It's just something to make the top look a little neater. And then I'll clean up this right here, but we're going to do the same thing all the way around. So I'll do that and I'll cut back. Okay, now that we're done with the top up here, what we're going to do now is build 3 chimneys and the bases. So let's go ahead and put the base of each one down so we know what we're doing. We're going to have a polished deep slate block right in each kind of cardinal direction of it, like this. Okay, and then it's going to be a 3 by 3 square with a hollow inside, and we're going to make this out of brick, and we're going to put in some other materials as well. But for right now, we'll start off with brick. We're going to have one right here, and then we're going to put one right next to it. So it's going to be exactly the same configuration like that. We'll do the square again here like that. And we'll do the last one right here. Just like this, just so we know what we're doing. This one right here is going to come up a total of 3 brick blocks. So 1, 2, and then this is the third one like this, all the way around. And the next one is actually going to be 5 and then 7. So when we get to the top of each one of these, we're going to put a rim of polished granite down right here. And that is going to signify kind of the end of the first tier of each one of these smokestacks. Now for decorations, as we go up, let's go ahead and get our deep slate walls, and we're going to come up 2 on each one of these right here, like this. And then we're going to put a polished deep slate block on top as well. And we'll continue this design all the way around for each one of these. As a matter of fact, it's probably easiest to go ahead and just put them down right now. That way we know exactly how high we want them to be. And we can go ahead and also just jump up and put the polished deep slate blocks on top like that. Okay, now this next one right here, this is going to come up 2 more. So this will be a total of 5 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're going to want to, like I said before, just make sure that we do 3 first, just so we can reach that layer down there, and then we'll come up to this height. And then we'll do another of the polished granite rings right here, like that. And this one will be a total of 7 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now the chimneys are going to come up in a kind of a diamond formation like this. And we're going to come up 7 on this one, 8 on this one, and 9 on that one. So let's go ahead and just come up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then one more like that. And then we're going to do a little row of the polished granite, and then finally a row of the polished deep slate at the very top like that. And then we can put our campfire down against the granite like that, and that'll make the smoke come up at a decent height. And then our last bit of polished granite right here, and then a little bit of the polished black stone just like that. Campfire, and let's go ahead and get down out of here. And there we are so far with the chimneys in the back and the manufacturing floor up front like this. And we're almost done. We just need to build a wall that will separate the manufacturing floor to the little power generation area back there. So we'll get working on that right now. Okay, we just finished the wall in here with the opening, and this is all enclosed except for where the front door is going to go, which is right here. So let's go ahead and grab our polished granite, and that is going to be our main entrance going in like this, and we can put the 2 spruce doors down just like that. And let's go ahead and we'll just pillar up really quick here and access this. This is going to be brick, so we're going to do upside down brick there, right side up brick there, and then we're going to do black stained glass panes in the middle just like that. Let's go ahead and make the storage containers right now. So let's put them back here. We're going to need, I think, some temporary blocks just to get this off the ground a little bit here. We'll just use the blocks that we're going to use. So we want to come up one more about right there, and then we're going to come off in each one of these directions like this. Okay, we can get rid of that block there, and I think that's right. Okay, and then up here we're going to make a square. That is a 3x3 square like so. Okie dokie. And then off of each one of these, we're going to put an upside down stair facing out in each direction, just like this. All right, and finally right here. And then on top of these, we're going to put copper blocks, and we're going to come up 6 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll put 1 down right there, bump like that. And we can go ahead, and while we're doing this, put the glass down too, the black stained glass. It's going to go in the middle like that. 2, 3. Now the top, we're just going to go ahead and put down the polished deep slate stairs, and we're going to actually close the corners as well up here. So now in the middle here, let's go ahead and we're going to put a block in each corner like that. Okay, we'll put down one of the glass blocks just like that. And let's go ahead, and we need to have some temporary blocks here. Let's go ahead and put another glass block like that, because we're going to build off of this, and we can come across like this. We're going to get rid of that corner. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dump down in this one water and in that one lava, and that is going to be the fuel source for our furnaces, and then making the smokestacks go up like that. So that's what the little glass block is for, so it spreads the liquid out in all different directions. So let's go ahead and grab water buckets. We'll dump it down right there. And then finally for the top, we'll put our polished deep slate down, and we're going to do the walls up like we did on top here. So we'll do 3, and then we'll take this one out, and we will put a lightning rod upside down. Take that there. And that is the decorations for this. Let's go down just a little bit, because we're going to need to put some wall segments up here. So in the corners, we're going to put the polished walls. That way we have, these are kind of like the structure supports that's going to be holding up our little storage units. So we'll just continue these down all the way to the ground. That's, you know what, we may want to put, this meets the ground. Let's go ahead and put a solid one down like that. We'll do the same thing over here. All right, there we go. That's one storage unit done. And let's go ahead and add the other energy storage unit. This will be for the lava. And lastly, let's go ahead and just connect these to the walls. So we're going to go ahead and just put a magma cube down like that. And we're going to put trapdoors around like this. Go up on top. One like that. And that is good for there. And we'll get some more water and put it into one over here. There we go. Okay. Now let me go ahead and do the interior really quick, and then I'll cut back and show you what that looks like. Okay, and we are all done. Many hours later. I can't even tell you how many hours it's been. It's been insane. But we are done. And this is what the mechs look like. Pretty cool, huh? This design comes from a great YouTuber named Average Tuna Sandwich. I will link his channel in the description, but he makes really cool models and other things within Minecraft. And this is his mech design that I've changed a little bit here and there. But yeah, this is basically it. We got a couple different mechs here. One that's being assembled right here with little parts back there. And we have the crane systems back here that are moving the different parts around. But yeah, I think that looks pretty awesome. And I think it looks pretty good from the outside too. Let's go out there and look at the windows, because they should be centered pretty nicely in these windows. So when people are looking, they can, you know, just walk by and shop through the little windows here and check things out. And right here is the main entrance. You can come in here. I guess this could be the business entrance. We could set up the inside here with a little desk and all that, and then have the furnaces that run the whole operation right back here. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for today's episode. Well, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and like to see more from the Dad's Guy in the future, you know what to do. Click the like button, smash the subscribe button, and press that notification bell. Next time in CaveCraft SMP, we are going to be doing some collaboration with the other cave crafters. It's been a while, but our schedules are all working out so we can all get on at the same time. So look for that collaboration in the coming days. Until next time, this has been Dad's Guide. Bye for now.